Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all you guys out there. And I hope all my car guys got what they was hoping for this holiday season. I also want to take a moment to say that if you are feeling down and out and just feeling unloved, remember that someone out there is always thinking of you. Whether it's a family member, a friend, a random person you met on the street, you made an impact somewhere on someone's life, and at any moment someone is thinking of you. So don't let this holiday season keep you down and thinking that you are unloved. I also want to say that goes both ways. If you know someone's out there and they're feeling down, just kind of reach out to them. You know, whether it's a call, text, email. You know, nowadays life is very simple on communication. So just want to get that out of the way. And once again, one more thing. Sheldon, this is for you, because I know you watch my videos. Beginning of the year, man, it's a fresh start. Time to get that business going. You know, whether it's just you standing on the side of the street with a stand selling barbecue. You know, working for yourself is just that easy. You know, people like me, we'll stop. You know, I eat at a lot of stands while I'm out driving around or doing my job. You know, I come across somebody selling something I like, and I'll try at least once. You know, and if it's good, hell, I'll take my wife back for the second time. So just remember that, you know, anything that starts with you. So, but I'm going to get back to what is on the agenda for the day. So on the agenda for today is I'm going to be working on the truck and working on the hatch with my son. We started doing the battery thing and had some fitment issues. So now we got to do some cutting, which requires him to need me. And then at the same time, I'm going to be trying to get this exhaust on the truck to fit up correctly, because I'm ready to take this thing for a serious test drive. I've driven around just a little bit. I really haven't been able to get into it, but to me, it doesn't seem like it has the power that I was expecting out of it, especially even with, you know, let me say that when I say with, basically saying that the turbos itself is only hitting like 1 or maybe 2 PSI. But I was expecting a little more push in the seats, and that the motor is completely built. So off the motor alone, it should be 400 to 500 horsepower. That's not to the wheels, but I'm just saying just the motor itself should be 400 to 500 horsepower. I mean, so I was expecting a little more, you know, a little more power. So I want to get it, the exhaust and everything fixed, so that way I can really test drive this thing and hook the laptop up to it and just kind of see what's going on. So with all that said, it is time to get to it. Okay, so here's the battery box that we made. He'll need to paint it up and stuff like that, and it just bolts on with 4 bolts right here to the side of the frame. So that bracket, those basically angle iron L brackets, were welded to the frame, so that way it bolts up. There's a new battery. We've tested it, make sure it starts over and over. Here's the other old battery. Let me put that up just so you can see the comparison. Yeah. So, and then we'll have to hook this charge pipe back up and then neatly put all the wiring back up. So I'm gonna wait for him to get over here. That way he can paint that bracket, because I'm not doing all that, and he can let it dry. And then the fitment issue we are having is I need to cut here over, because once the battery is up there, it is too close to that terminal, and I don't like that. And then I need to cut just up here a little bit to bring this over and around, and then it should clear the battery with no problem. When we had it up there, it was kind of rubbing on the battery right there. So that's how I know we gotta do some cutting. But that's the update on where we at for the hatch. And then depending on how this goes, we'll probably take it for a nice little test drive. For Christmas, I got the 360 GoPro mount, and I am kind of curious to test that out. So we will try that. So here is that 360 GoPro mount. I got it mounted on my sliding back glass, and this thing is pretty tough. Like, I'm almost damn near able to hang off of it. So I don't think it's going nowhere. And then it had this extra stabilizer mount that came in it that I got this camera just sitting on when I was testing it out just to see how long it would stay up there. And it's been up there all night. So I think we are good on that. Okay, so this is where I'm talking about where it won't fit up, but I was able to get it to bolt up. So what's happening is I can either get this side to bolt up and not that side, or that side and not this side. What is that? Oh, I guess a little bit of powder coating came on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fully remove the whole H pipe, and then I'm going to cut back here just a little bit, and then I'm going to bolt the H pipe back up, and then I'm gonna start tack welding in all my pie cuts that I need, which is gonna be most likely just 2 of them. So let me get at it. Alrighty, got the H pipe off. Let me show you those welds that I'm kind of proud of. Oh yeah. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. Focused. Yeah. A little sun in there, so let's see. Hold on a second. Okay, so what I need to do is I'm going to cut this pipe probably back about here. That way I can get enough room to put a couple pie cuts in there to get it to angle up just a little bit. Okay, the sun is out, so it's kind of hard to see. But what I'm doing now is I took this portion out. Don't mind my dent. The jack slipped one day and put a big ass dent in the muffler. But I tack welded that on there, so now I'm going to fully TIG that on there, so that way that hanger is done. Alrighty, so there is that hanger welded on. Go. Well, let's see if this comes up on camera. But this is kind of where I'm at. So I'm gonna go ahead and tack all this up, and we're gonna see if it stays lined up. So this is kind of what I had to come up with to fix that gap. So I guess I'll get more practice in that TIG welding with all these cuts. Yeah, I'm proud of how good I'm getting at this. I mean, it ain't the best, but it's definitely looking decent. Okay, trimmed and got a little extra clearance. And now I'm gonna make a couple spacers to space off the bracket off of this a little bit more. That way it's not as close to this metal as I didn't like. Alrighty, this is kind of where we are at. Oh, wrong spot. So that's kind of how we're sitting. It ain't the best, but guess what? It will do. Good morning, everybody. So we are on day, I don't know, say day 3, day 4, whatever. It's Saturday. But trying to get ready for a football game party tonight for the Cardinals. So it's Saturday. This is pretty much my last day of filming before I edit all this and drop it for Sunday morning's video viewing. All right, but Sheldon, this is for you again. I got some ribs on the smoker. Be real nice if I could just hit you up and say, hey, I need like 3 racks. So this is for the Cardinals game that I'm going to tonight. Well, party, not actually going to the game, just for the party. But yeah, they looking good. They about 3 hours, no, about 2 hours on, or 3 hours, something like that. I have to look at my timer. But I had to get up early to get this stuff started. Okay, so back at the hatch. My son has been procrastinating on this goddamn thing. Today is the day. It's been on the side of my house and I need to put my trailer back up, so I pulled it out and we are going to finish this thing. So there's the new batteries. Battery box is taking it into the garage. Right there. Welds are terrible. He wanted to practice TIG welding, so I let him do most of it. And then I just kind of reinforced it in areas to make sure it was going to hold. But that should be going on today. Bumper should be going back on. Charge pipe on the passenger side should be going back on. And I'll clean up the wiring. Probably remove the wiring for the fog light since we don't need it. But yeah, we should be good. All right, now for the truck. It's been the week of Christmas, so a lot of things been going on. Really haven't much time to really mess with this. So I pretty much had to drill and get all these things set for the wing, spoiler, whatever you want to call it. I also was doing the inner fender brace thing. It's the metal rod that you see in there. See if that focuses. And then I put the mud, I guess the mud guard things on back there. What else? Oh, I pulled the speaker out because I thought I had it in backwards, but I actually did have it in the correct way. I saw somebody else's online and made me think, do I have these in backwards? So I just pulled it out to try it and it was fine. I'm gonna play with the exhaust a little bit today before I have to get ready to go to a party. But it's been a challenging week. Been a lot going on. Yeah, it's been a lot going on, you know, with the week of being of Christmas. So I've just been not having much time to do things that I would like to do. So I still got to pull down all the Christmas lights. But my goal for today is so I came up with something. I was thinking, when I put this motor in, I do not remember gapping the plugs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pull a plug out of each side of the motor and see if they're in there tight, for one. And then on top of that, I'm going to see what the gap is, because I looked up what the gap should be and that would have stuck in my head if I did that before. So the fact that I don't remember what the gap was kind of makes me think maybe the gap is off. So I'm going to start there first before I take this for a test drive and see what's going on. But the exhaust is up enough and mounted to where I can, at this point, should be able to drive it. Now, I'm gonna flip the camera back around. Okay, so I am still waiting on some more exhaust pieces. I'm gonna show a little picture of them in the top corner, but I'm going to try to run the exhaust out right here, out of that backside fender. I bought I guess a bezel piece and a exhaust tip to make it look a little better, to try to come out that way. I'm gonna do that on both sides. So we'll kind of see what kind of room I get. That's one reason why I put that mud thing back up, so I can see how much room I had to come through there to try to get that exhaust to come out the fender the way I wanted to, which I should be able to. I'm not too worried about it. And then I'm gonna wrap that pipe because it's close to the gas tank and it's close to my air pump or compressor. So, and then the other things I'm about to figure out is this bumper is a little off. So I'm noticing. So when I got the truck, it didn't have no bumper, didn't have anything for the most part, pretty much just a cab and a frame. So I have this gap that I need to figure out if I need to move the brackets up more just to kind of see what's going on there. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to tackle that today. That'll probably be on the next video when I'm doing the exhaust. Okay, so with all that said, it's time to get at it. Okay, so besides being extremely rich, the plug was in there tight and it is definitely gapped at 30 thousandths. So I'm gonna see if I can get another one off from the other side, because I got this one from right down in there, which is on the front side of the motor. The other ones on this side all looked to be very challenging. So let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure about this side. Okay, things are looking good. About almost time to pull them off, wrap them. They've been smoking for about 4 hours. So let's get to it. All right, so this is how I like to do my ribs. Put a little butter down, so I'm gonna cut a little slices up. Put it across here. A little seasoning in the mix. And then a little brown sugar, kind of over. A little brown sugar. Let me see if I can break that up. That was too hard. Let me grab a spoon instead. Grab a rib, put it upside down, and get ready to wrap. I don't have my normal aluminum foil I like to use, so I have to use this little one. And I'm gonna double wrap it. And for me, that's how you get that fall off the bone ribs. All right, so I didn't say this when I was having my wife film me wrap the ribs. So I like to smoke my ribs for 4 hours at 180. Then I wrap them, put a little butter down, little brown sugar, and then a little seasoning. And then I put them on for another 2 hours at 225. And then after that, I'll put them down face down on the grill for 2 hours at 225. Then after that, I'll unwrap them, flip them back over, put a little barbecue sauce on them, and then let them cook for another 30 minutes at about 250. So, but now I'm back in the garage and let's continue to get on this thing. Also, I've been out in this garage since 9 a.m. and it's almost noon, and my son still ain't here. Hatch is still the same way it was when I moved it from the side of the house. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing on here. So I got this jacked up. I'm about to remove these straps that I had holding up the exhaust, and then I'm going to try to put a hanger, let me get under here a little more, a hanger on this pipe to bolt right there, kind of like how I did on this side here. And then I'm gonna see if I can put a hanger somewhere back here off the back of the mufflers, but I don't see nowhere to technically bolt it to. So we'll see. But I am gonna put one off of this section that goes off the axle. I know these angles will probably throw you guys off, but we'll see how it comes up when I'm editing. And then the other one is over there. So let me get at it and see how I'm gonna figure this out. Little Gibson finally made it.
You don't want my intro.
No, I don't want your intro. Finally getting this battery bracket put on, so we're gonna see where we're sitting.
My intro is iconic.
Yeah, okay. Alrighty, so we got the battery on. It's mounted. It starts like it's supposed to. This took a little longer than expected because we had to fab a couple brackets and a battery mount, but it's on there. He's about to take it for a test drive while I get changed, and hopefully we are good to go. Only thing that does suck is this damn clamp right here broke, so I had to steal one off of the damn truck. So I can't test drive that now until I order another clamp. So this is not the best angle, but I did get the bracket for the exhaust hanger on the driver's side welded on. I still got to drill the hole, but like I said, pretty much just ran out of time. Now it's time for me to get ready for this Cardinals game, and then my son will take a test drive, and I'll let you guys know how that is. The clamp I had to pull off was the one that goes on the turbo right here. So this thing sits in the garage. I want him to drive that home today, so I was willing to sacrifice it. She is running, starting with no problem. I can say this, I am a little pissed I had to give up my clamp, but you know, kind of is what it is. All right, he's taking off. Let's see if he stalls out. Can't even get in reverse. Got some smoke. Got some blue smoke. See how it does. All right, everybody, that is a wrap for today. So once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next adventures of Kenny. Go Cards. Hopefully they give us a win tonight. Peace.